Greetings, my dear friend. In this video, I'd like to show you how to create your own 3D letters. And the only materials required for this project will be a ruler, Elmer's glue, a pair of scissors, cardboard box, and a pencil or pen for marking. We will be working with the letter E for this project. The height of the letters in this project are 15 inches and the width is 9 inches. For this project, I used the Science Fair display cardboard. At this point of the project, I measure my cardboard to be 9 inches wide because that is how far apart I want my letters to be. I measure one side of the board and then measure the bottom side of the board and then use my ruler to draw a straight line before I cut it. Because of how thick this cardboard is, when using my scissors, I like to score it on the front side of the cardboard and also score it on the back side of the cardboard, which makes it so much easier to cut the cardboard. One thing I definitely recommend is cut as many of these flaps of these cardboard pieces as many as you can, because you don't want to stop in the middle of your work progress, so that we can continue building your letters as you go along. Now that we have finished cutting the flaps of our cardboard, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place them on top of the letter, and we're going to mark each section that we want to cover on the letter. Make sure you mark the top and the bottom of the flap. Then use a ruler to draw a straight line, or use the cardboard to draw a straight line on where you want to bend the cardboard for the part that you want to put on the letter. Continue with this process until you have covered as much of the letter that you want, or as much as the cardboard flaps can cover. And if you want to know how to draw the letters, refer to one of my other videos that shows you how to use the 15-box letter rule on how to draw these bubble letters or the block letters. As you can see, once I finish marking the top and the bottom of the flap, what I do is then I use a pair of scissors to score the cardboard. Not cut it, but score it so that way it's easier to bend the cardboard. And the one thing I also like about this science display boards is they have these lines that make it easier for you to draw straight lines and be able to cut your cardboard, which helps to make the process so seamless and easy to work along as you're completing your task. And once you're finished scoring your board, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to apply a little bit of glue, Elmer's glue, to the edges for which you just finished folding the cardboard for. You're going to be placing it one section at a time and allowing it to air dry. If you have a heat gun, or if you just use your a fan to fan it. And what you want to do is you want to put just a little amount of glue. That way it's not moving around or sliding too much. And you want to let it sit for a little while. Not that long, but until it actually holds onto the board. Continue doing so until you've covered up all the areas that you had folded the cardboard for. Continue to add flaps to those areas that you have yet to add the cardboard flaps to. And again, continue to use just a small amount of Elmer's glue, because the less glue you use, the faster it dries. The more you use, the longer it takes to dry. And this is what the progress looks like thus far. And finally measuring the last flap for the back part of the letter. Mark the top and mark the bottom. And draw your line. Score it. And then once you finish scoring, you're going to cut this cardboard because it's the last piece that you're going to add in the back. So once we got our cardboard that we know is gonna fit in between, we're gonna apply some Elmer's glue, just a little small amount, to the bottom part of the letter. And then we're gonna apply some to the sides of the cardboard that we're gonna be placing to the back of the letter. Once you apply the glue to the boards, hold it in place for a little bit. Allow it to air dry while it's in place until you feel comfortable enough to move it. Once that's dried, it is now time to place the other letter on the top part. So once again, apply a little bit, small amount of glue to the letter on all the edges, because all we're gonna do now, all that is left to do, is place the other letter right on top of this. Make sure it's lined up correctly or properly, and then allow it to dry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you create a three-dimensional letter using cardboard, Elmer's glue, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. Now this E is gonna join the rest of the other letters to complete the cheers. Anyways, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends.